Welcome back to another video. So what we're going to be doing today, we've got a swivel up kit here. Going to do swivel ups for the first time. Big old bucket of grease, because you need lots of grease for this job. We got the two mounts here that I've been waiting for. This is the shackle mount that's going to be replacing the creeper joint. So this will stop all my death wobble. This one thing here that I've been waiting. We'll get those welded in sometime over the weekend. But today we're doing swivel ups. Alright, so we're going to be jacking it up, taking the wheels off, putting the diff on stands, and then we're going to get past the bearings, because you guys have already seen that, so I'm going to just breeze through that. And we're going to get to the stub axles, and then we're going to start pulling the stub axle off, CVs, then the backing plates, and then the two pins that hold the two bearings in. I've never done this before, so let's just go give it a crack.
Don't you worry about getting fixed up when you wake up. You're pretty enough. Look at your window.
Alright, so as usual, I've started the job, started pulling the bolts off, and I've realised I need a pair of fucking multi-grips to crimp the brake line. I had a set, I had a pair of multi-grips, but I don't know where they fucking run off to. So we're gonna go buy a set today. This caliper's gonna come off, it's unbolted, and pull the brake line off here after I crimp the extended one over here. Then it's just these bolts, the clip, the studs, slide the hub off, and then start pulling it to bits.
Covering straight, I got a tattoo on my arm just to take him with me places. Ain't no fake over my bloodline, got a short string on my trust line. I got family all on the internet, got family off in these deep pines. I smoke green, I sip shine, I kick mud, spinning.
Ooh. Well, that's why that's not working. It's fucked. That might actually not be broken. No, it's not. Just come off. It's sort of clips on there. There it is. There's a clip. Now through the magic of editing, I'm gonna snap my fingers, and this thing's gonna be off, and it's gonna make my life so much easier. So we're gonna undo these, undo the lock nut. We're gonna set a rag down over here so we can keep track of everything. Now we just peel that away. Now you never want to reuse these. It's a one-time thing. They're not expensive to buy if you got to buy them. The swivel up kit comes with one anyway, so just throw that in the bin. And then we're going to remove the main bearing nut. This one that holds the preload. That was perfect. That's done. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove the caliper and just sit it there. Slide it off, making sure not to wreck the rear bearing. So it clips out. Right, so you bring it up to about there. Yep. Then you get your hammer out, and you give the actual steering arm a hit. You don't want to go hitting this or hitting the nut. You just want to hit right here. First try. Get that out of the way, and then you see the gasket's flogged out, so that's probably where I've been getting water in. Move the stub. Yep, full of water. That there is just stuffed. That grease is just destroyed, but that's why I'm rebuilding it. So at least that's still good. The Burfield joint is fine. There's all this water, but diff center's full of water. Have to drain that out. I'm gonna remove the bolts. These bolts here, the ones that are around the back, to remove all the seals that are sitting there. Alright, so I've moved the bolts out of the back. This here should split. You can see it's old and stuffed. And now we're going to remove these top bolts here. Alright, so we're only going to move these right to the end of the thread, and then we're going to hit this with a hammer to pop out the cone washers, because the cone washer is actually locking in there. There you go, last one. Alright, moment of truth. Be nice. It doesn't look too bad, but we'll see. If at first you don't succeed, alright, well, that's how it wanted to come apart. Right, so here's where we're at. I've actually pulled the bottom one out, the bottom cone's out. Top cone's just on the edge of coming out. I've pulled the axle seal out. A good little trick, if you don't have one of those seal pullers, you just get the screwdriver in and you just bash the shit out of it. So you want to get in between like that. You want to get right into the face, and you just want to just keep driving it, and then eventually it'll just pop out. So that's out. This is one cone out. Now I'm just going to bash this other one out now. There's the other one. Alright, so all we're going to do now is put the new seal in, get the swivel hub, put the bottom bearing in, and start putting it all back together. Just like wheel bearings, you got the new cone. Now what you want to do is you just want to sit it in there, just like that. Then you get your old one. I'll give it a wipe first. Just like wheel bearings. You're going to get it, and you're going to put it on top. The wrong way around, so it doesn't actually get stuck in there. And you start putting it in. Alright, so that one's done. Now we just got to do the bottom one now. This is the hard one. Alright, so now we're going to be packing the wheel bearings, not wheel bearings, sorry, the swivel hub bearings. Now they're exactly the same. Any roller bearing, you grease them up the same. You get yourself a nice handful of grease. That's probably overboard, but that's alright. Now you want to get the big end, and you want to just do this until it pops out the top. You watch it bubble out the top, and that's how you know it's gone through the rollers. And you do that all the way around until it's fully packed. Alright, so now we're putting the swivel hub back on. We've got the bearings all ready to go, so I'm going to get the bearing. Alright, so we're going to install the felt. Felt goes on. Felt's on, and the rubber. And then the steel. And then right, so now we're tightening up the nuts up the top here. It's 71 foot-pound. Another one. Another one. Well, it's close. Alright, so I'm pushing the steel one in here. Make sure it sits nice in that groove. And then we get the rubber one. Put the rubber one up against it. Like so. Set it over the top. Alright. And we just got to tighten those up. Alright, so as per usual, when I was filming the swivel hubs there, I forgot to charge my camera. So my camera went flat, and then I put it on charge, and I completely forgot. I ended up reassembling the swivel hubs, and then completely forgot I was filming a video. That's just normal, and that's going to be normal until I get someone to hold the fucking camera. So I'm going to put a few photos up on the screen. Now this first one here, you can see I've put some gasket seal in there. The reason I've done that, there's actually a channel that runs up through there, and that is the main cause of where I'm getting bearings in. It comes in up there and goes in through the stub seal, the rear stub seal. As you can see, there's all sorts of like rust forming on the stub, so that's going to stop the water from going up in there. I've used gasket glue everywhere. So that's going to also stop water getting into places I don't want it, you know, wheel bearings and all that. And in the next photo, that's a photo from the outside. You can see some more sealants on there, and then we'll flick over to the next one. As you can see, there's the swivel hub ball. It's the ball joint that comes out of the diff housing. What I didn't show you was I actually used the flappy disc and the grinder, and I smoothed that all up because it had a bit of surface rust sort of thing on it. So I've cleaned all that up, so now the felts brush smoothly backwards and forwards without getting destroyed like I noticed what happened with the other one. And just this photo here, you can see it's all assembled, and I've actually put that gasket glue on the inner side where the felt is and all that. I've actually gasket sealed that up. Alright, so you're probably wondering about the GoPro interior camera I was talking about. Well, I got it all set up. It's not in the car obviously, but it's got the suction mount here. And the only thing I was waiting on was a few little of these pieces to arrive so I can angle it in which configuration I like. That was the only couple of parts that I was waiting on from eBay just to finish this little setup on. Now you probably noticed I put a little snippet of footage of me driving down the road in the Commodore. That was filmed on this, and the microphone that I use on top of this camera, that actually sits up on here. I've got a little piece that goes in here, screw it in, and then you've got your in-cab setup. This here's got the mic port on it because GoPros actually don't have a mic port. This is direct from GoPro. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you like these videos, just say something in the comments. But other than that, see you next time.